Noon, it is the Bulletin Man, December 1st, 2009, about noon. Bulletin Man trying to hit the street and get the rest of the bulletins passed out. But the new bulletin has made it to a lot of the court officials and a lot of folks in the legal community. Bulletin Man took his Thanksgiving and went through the members of the House Judiciary Committee, which is staffed by nothing but lawyers. There again, a lot of just us and very little justice. And I've heard back from one of them. Tim Jones, who happens to be my state representative, did get back with me, and even though he doesn't see a conflict of interest of being a member of the bar and an officer of the court as well as a legislator, at least Mr. Jones is corresponding with me and communicating with me, and he is a conservative Republican, doesn't believe in the killing of little babies, and, which is good, and but he still doesn't have a problem with all the lawyers running everything. But Bulletin Man does have a problem with this big charade which is going on throughout the state of Missouri and the United States in general, that the Constitution indeed has been suspended. It's been suspended since March 9th of 1933, and this stands as fact. No one has refuted the Bulletin Man's claim. So what are we to do? We are definitely under attack. I was going on the Cutting Edge website, cuttingedge.org. I always check out the Cutting Edge every morning. It's a great website if you want to know what's really going on as far as what's happening in the world. And I came across this. In 2002, the United States military was accused of conducting a chemical weapons research and development program in violation of international arms control law. And this is the official reply from the JNLWD, which is the United States Department of Defense Joint Non-Lethal Weapons Directorate. It's a secret program not focusing on highly lethal agents such as VX or sarin. Rather, the emphasis is on non-lethal chemical weapons that incapacitate. JNLWD's science advisors define non-lethal as resulting in the death or permanent injury in 1 in 100 victims. I guess that's kosher if you're not the 1 out of the 100. And the JNLW's research director told a U.S. military magazine, "We need something besides tear gas, like calmatives, anesthetic agents that would put people to sleep or in a good mood. These weapons are intended for use against potentially hostile civilians in anti-terrorism operations, counterinsurgency, and other military operations." The major focus of JNLWD's operations is on the use of drugs as weapon, particularly so-called calmatives, a military term for mind-altering or sleep-inducing chemical weapons. And definitely the chemtrails are mind-altering, not necessarily sleep-inducing. I'm not tired. Tired of all the bullshit, and I'm tired of all the lies, but I'm not tired because of the chemtrails. But they are definitely weapons, bioweapons that they are spraying on the American people, since we are now considered hostile civilians. And the reason why we're considered hostile, because a lot more folks are waking up to the fact that the Constitution has been suspended, and the court has become nothing but big business. On the KJFF website, the radio station J98 and KJFF's website, they have an article this morning about how the 24th Circuit Court has sucked $1.6 million out of Madison County, St. John County, St. Francis County, and Washington County. And that's just big business. Tom Ray's court itself brought in $380,000. And folks, that's money that is not being put back into general circulation. It is going to the courts and to the judges and to the sheriffs. They say something to the schools, but I doubt that. And I don't know, man. It's just really, really sad. And I feel sorry for the police, because the police are the ones who are going to bear the brunt of the people's anger when the people begin to realize and understand that there is no more justice, there is only just us. In Washington State on Sunday, 4 cops were killed by a cold-blooded killer. He had been released, allegedly, from the Arkansas prison system by Governor Mike Huckabee, and he had been arrested and was out on bond, and he was bonded out by a group called Jail Sucks. Indeed it does. But, you know, I feel for these cops and these families, and because they are now becoming targets of the wrath of the American people. And I'm not advocating going out and shooting cops. I believe that everybody needs a trial, and once they're convicted, if they're convicted of treason, then let the appropriate punishment be applied. But I'm just telling the folks here in Bulletin Land who might be looking at this and thinking about going out and shooting some cops as they hang out at Emo's or the little dairy place there in Barnhart. I believe it's called Jenny's. You know, these cops always get together and have lunch together. And I don't think that's a very good idea, fellas. I would be having a brown bag lunch sitting in my armored car from now on. But people are definitely getting desperate, and they're tired of the police harassment. I would imagine this man was, before he was shot, he was found and shot in Seattle, that he had had some negative experiences with the law, and they probably beat his ass a few times, like they beat up the Bulletin Man down in Wayne County. But Bulletin Man, knowing that the good Lord will take care of those who come against his anointed, just sits back and waits for God to do his thing. And just continue to do my job, and that is to inform the people that indeed we are at war. The enemy is within, and he is not your friend. So just be aware, folks. Jesus is soon to come. They're chemtrailing us today. A cold front's coming, and we're expecting some snow in the next day or so. So try to get out and enjoy this beautiful day today. And as always, I ask you to tell a friend about the one and only Bulletin Man if you would. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.